Before the video starts, I want to give you guys a huge thank you for getting 90 likes in one day. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for that. And let's try to get 90 on this video. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Beamng Drive. We're doing a mod review again. This mod is actually pretty neat. It adds customizable, right? Customizable as in you can change the color, but it's like this glowing lava effect skin for your car. It looks absolutely crazy. I have it on my favorite car right here, the SCV or the CFE. I don't even know. Well, guys, comment down below. What is this vehicle called? Is it the Viviance? Is it the FCV? Some people call it one more other thing. I can't remember. Brett being my favorite car, you'd imagine I know what it'd be called. Oh, the Charrier. That's right. So this mod is configurable for any base game vehicle, and we're gonna preload it here and get you guys to look at it. So let's just load up. We'll just load up like a blue buck, just run of the mill blue buck. Nothing too fancy. You can tell how basic and boring it is. Here, I'll go back to the regular screen. Something I noticed, the lights in West Coast doesn't turn on when it's at nighttime. Really weird, right? I thought it always did, but I guess it doesn't. So under paint design, you go over here, you choose it. All right, so now it's applied the design to the vehicle. We're gonna go into color, and that's where you can adjust everything. So right now, the color is set to kind of like the base car color of what it was, which is fine. We can do that. So then you choose the second color, and then the third color is what gives it like that glowy effect. So these are probably really bad examples. Let's just do like green. Okay, so base color is going to be green. Your secondary color can be green as well. You can see where it changes, you know, in the detail. But we can make it like more of a yellowish. And then here, we'll make it green as well, but this is really what's gonna make it like kind of pop. And that's what gives you the green effect. And the glowing effect, which is pretty neat. So yeah, this is a pretty simple mod, but we're starting it off pretty light, you know, for the first mod of the day. And just let you guys look at the mod page right here. This is by the amazing Ashmaker, so a huge shout out to Ashmaker for making this. And there are some issues with like some vehicles, they go through the bottom and the interior, which is fine. Who gives a heck, mans? Perfect. Well, that's it for that one. Comment down below, what would you think that this will look good on? I think the T series, it looks pretty good. Oh, the scintilla. So just one more time, come in here, paint design. We'll do lava glow. Oh, that already looks lit. That looks really good. So if you really didn't want to change anything, you could change the paint number 3 to kind of adjust how bright you want it. Now that already looks pretty cool. All right, the next mod we're looking at is the Ibishu Crossport. Now, if you are familiar with cars, you kind of know what this looks like. It's like the MX-5, the Mazda MX-5. But man, dude, this thing is sweet. This one is the manual. This is just the base version. Nothing too fancy. But there's some configurations in here that I fell in love with. I just thought this was just the run-of-the-mill mod. And, you know, I was just going to review it. You know, I usually play around with these mods a little bit before I review it, just so I know the little quirks and features that it has. But all doors do open is a very detailed mod. The modder said that he chose this vehicle in specific. It's because it's one that his parents owned. So it's kind of like I don't know if it's like a childhood car, but at least a car that he's familiar with, so he was comfortable, I guess, modding it. So huge shout out to him for making this mod, and it's super detailed too. And there's some engine features that I didn't even know existed and that I have been asking for a very long time. We'll come down here into the selector and look how many configurations there are. Absolutely amazing. Some of my favorite ones is the hydrogen prototype. I actually haven't driven that one, but it is pretty sweet. The hydrogen engine. The rally version is, oh my goodness, dude, it is amazing. We're gonna rip that one in a second. The stance version looks amazing. We'll actually load that one in right now. Dude, I just love stanced vehicles. I'm a racer. I'm a racer by heart. I think it needs to be lowered just a little bit. Can we actually do that? Can we lower it? Oh, it's already maxed out. I guess not maxed out, but maxed in. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. Oh, this thing just looks so good, dude. These like Mazdas are so underrated. I was actually looking at, you know, cars. I'm looking for a car to buy, you know, in the next year or so, and I'm on the fence between like a Ford Focus ST or maybe like a Jetta. I just want something manual and like super cheap, but preferably turbocharged. But anyways, I was looking at minivans because I'm bored, and Mazda actually makes a manual minivan, the MX-5, which is pretty sweet. Fun fact of the day. There is a North American pace car. There's the stance car that we just looked at. The engine modification that I wanted us to look at is it's the diesel version, the 2.2 diesel. Okay, now just a regular diesel engine, you know, it's gonna perform and sound like a diesel. I'll just drive it around a bit for you guys to see that. Pretty neat, right? I mean, it's just a diesel and you just do diesel thing. Let's come in here to the configurations. Now this thing is highly configurable as far as engine goes. You can have multiple different engines. There's only like two. I'm just playing. So you can have the inline 4 hydrogen engine. Oh, 2.5. That's pretty nice. A 2.7 V6. I'm not sure if that's the ones that, you know, in the stock Mazda cars. But yeah, here under ECU adjustments, there's something that caught my eye, you know. Rolling coal, excuse me, hello? We're gonna do a heavy duty block, just alter everything. Race pan doesn't really matter. No other turbos, which is unfortunate, but I guess that's for the diesel engine specifically. We'll check out the regular engines, and then we can put a sport exhaust, 6-speed manual, that's fine. All right, we're gonna hit apply. So what that's gonna do is you can see that there's a little bit of smokage in the back, huh? Let's just give it a little throttle. Oh yeah, dude, that thing's tuned, man. But now here's the other thing. You can come down here and you can actually adjust the amount of coal that it spits out. That's just amazing, dude. We need that for the T-Series. I want to be able to like just roll the most amount of coal that I can. And if I can't, then I'm deleting the game. If someone doesn't make a roll call mod, I'm deleting the game. That's it. I'm deleting the channel, I'm deleting the game. So as I accelerate, you can see that there is coalage in the back, which is, I'm sure it's pretty simple to do. I think I've seen it somewhere where you can just adjust the texture file for all the other for all the other vehicles. But I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. Yeah, there you go. You can see the coal being rolled in the back. If you try to like actually roll coal, like, you know, like a burnout or something, it's pretty limited. I'm sure it's not really great on your computer as far as lag goes, especially mine that's not that too much powerful. But hey man, this thing is it's rolling the colon, you know. We're rolling the colon. It sounds gross. All right, let's look at a few more of these configurations. We're gonna definitely check out the rally version because that thing is amazing. Let's actually drive the hydrogen together. I haven't driven. Whoa, there's like a huge description. Hydrogen prototype made in 08. Demonstrated shows alternative gas and diesel. This car uses a modified This car uses a modified 2.3 engine, which now uses hydrogen gas to ignite the pistons at the back of the 130-liter tank filled with hydrogen. Due to horrible fuel consumption, the engine was detuned down to 110 and given an automatic. Range is expected to be around 100 to 120 kilometers. I don't know if that's in mileage, but editor Hector will put that down below. Yeah, this thing is doing it, huh? I mean, you know, you know, let's look at the car. Let's see if there's. I mean, yeah, that's definitely an engine back there. Ooh, hydrogen. Pretty neat though. I mean, I think this is the first hydrogen vehicle I've driven. Ooh, the interior is looking really nice. What does it sound like? No, it just sounds like a normal engine. I don't know why, but I was fully expecting it to sound like the Flintstones car that as it drove by. That's pretty neat. Can I put a turbo on it? Is that a thing? Can I force induct it, please? What would NOS be for the hydrogen engine? Like a bottle of Dawn dish soap? Why do you guys watch me? Let's see what we can do to the engine. Oh, there's underglow. Hello. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do here, given that it's a hydrogen engine. All right, let's come back in here to the Crossport. Let's look at one more configuration. This is the 05 prototype. Now, dude, this rally version, this thing caught my eye, dude. I absolutely love this thing. It's like, I think it's a little too high. When I did the little test track, where's that track at? Right there. I flipped it a few times, but I did pretty good. I'm gonna try to do something different. I'm gonna do every vehicle that has a rally configuration. I'm gonna bring it here and run a lap, and eventually I'll start timing it so we can see how it is. Let me first see what engine's in here, because it sounds like a 4-cylinder. It drives like a 4-cylinder. Let's find out. It is the, yep, 2.3 4-cylinder. Should we put the V6 in there? We'll do one lap with the 4-cylinder, and then we'll move it. This thing does sound really good too. It is all-wheel drive, which is really neat. It just churns so well. I mean, it's not, you know, FCV level, which nothing can beat my FCV, but I do like it. I think we have a few of these in the same, you know, same map with the bros. This thing will do very well. There is a every time I hit hard, it says oil radiator damaged. So I'm assuming that's the oil cooler that I've goofed up. Lovely. Huh. Let's just reset. Let's put in the V6 in there. Let's see how that does. All right, 2.7 V6 is going in there. Turbochargers. Okay, we can do variable boost twin charge, stock twin charge. Oh, no, stage 3, of course. 6-speed sequential is already installed. Lovely. Okay, what are we at for boost? Diffs. Engine boost pressure is 12 pounds. Let's go 20. Alright, let's send it. Let's see how much power this is. I mean, I ain't seeing like a... I think the 4-cylinder was doing better, to be honest. I guess the 4-cylinder is just less... What do we call turbo lag? Or anti-lag? Or something like that? Oh, that was a good jump. That was a good jump. That was a decent jump. That was a decent jump. Oh no! Oh no! Get off the wall! Slow down. Nice, nice. Yeah, you see how bouncy the suspension is? I'm sure we can adjust that. Alright, nice. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's take it slow. First gear. No, dude. I kissed the wall. Oh no. I damaged my front end? No, I didn't. I'm good. But yeah, all in all, this little thing, dude, this mod in general is really nice. I just love this car. The way it drives, the way it looks, I just love it. I love Mazdas. Never had an issue with them. I like working on them. They're not bad. They just, you know, my dream Mazda, to be honest, is a Mazda Speed 6. If you guys can find a Mazda Speed 6 in your area, send me a link, man. Because those cars are kind of rare. They're all-wheel drive. They have the Ford 4-cylinder engine in there. And when I was younger, like, I'm 25, but like, or I'm 26 actually, but when I was younger, like 8 years ago, 7 years ago, I was looking at a car to buy. And I pull up to this dealership, this like little rinkety-dink dealership, and I'm like, hey, let me test drive this car. And it was that car. It was the Mazda Speed 6. And I was undecisive about it. Obviously, I didn't have that much money, and it was a little pricey, but I could have financed, you know. But man, dude, I kick myself in the butt every day for not getting that car, because when I got home, and I did the research, that car was super rare, and then by that time, I think it already had sold, or it was pending, or something like that. And then I didn't know how rare it was until a few years later. I was like, dude, I love that car that I drove. Let me try to find it. And it's impossible to find, dude. It's like, it's really only up north, and the car that you do find has like 200,000 miles, and they want like 20 grand for it, or 15 grand, or some crazy number like that. I'll definitely have to go on Auto Tempest and see if I can find that one again. That one was a pretty neat car. All right, the next car holds a special place in my heart. As cheesy as that sounds, this is the 1986, I'm sorry, this is the 1980s 300BX. It's modeled after the 300ZX that was out, you know, in the 80s. This is one of the first V6s that they put in the Z series. Is pretty amazing. This one is spec'd out exactly like how I used to have one. I had one back in the, I keep saying back in the day like I'm a freaking grandpa, but I had one when in my teen years. It was my first car. This exact configuration. I think the carpet though was darker, and the seats definitely didn't look like this. They were leather seats. But I had the digital dash, automatic, with no turbo. And you know it's a turbo when there's a little hood scoop. It is amazing to see this thing. Does it highlights? Oh, they do. It's amazing to see this thing actually get some like kind of love from the community, because this thing is like a forgotten car, dude. Nobody cares about the Z31. Everybody loves the Z32, which is the one with the Diablo headlights that they stole from. Yeah, man, nobody cares about the Z31. So it's amazing to see that this thing is here. This mod is actually pretty old. I've had it for a little bit, but it recently got a few updates, and the modder is working on it, which is pretty neat, because usually how I review mods is when they're up in the getting the updates, you know, they come up top on the list in the repository, and that's how I find the mods I review. So when this one got an update, I saw it. It got an update like a week or two ago, and I was gonna do a review on it, but then I forgot, and then it recently just got another update, so they added a few more things to it, which is pretty neat. If you do want the actual Nissan version and not the Ibishu version, you can, there's a link for it to download in the actual mod thing. There's a few configurations here. You got track, a race version, a drag version. Oh, there's a lowrider. Well, I'm interested. Can I make it hop? Hop all T. Oh, that's amazing. Like, dude, this thing's amazing, dude. I've always wanted to lower mine. I actually crashed it, and so I had to get rid of it, but I wanted to lower mine, but you couldn't just buy like aftermarket shocks. You had to weld on shocks and struts, which is obviously when I was a teenager, I didn't know how to do that. In hindsight, I could have learned, but I'm lazy and had no money. All right, looking at the 300BX, the lowrider's pretty sweet. The Roach, dude. The rally version looks sick. Oh, the two-tone looks really good. The Barnyard Beater. These cars aren't actually, oh, the 50th year anniversary. These cars actually hold their value pretty well. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They actually don't hold their value. If you find them in like really good condition, then, you know, you may have to pay a little penny, but they're actually pretty cheap because they're a nightmare to work on. Oh, dude, this rally one's pretty nice. Is that front wheel spinning? There's no way that front wheel spinning. Well, that rotor definitely isn't, how do you fix that? Do you need an alignment for that, or? Oh man, that rotor is just, those front rotors, that causes slight vibration. Yeah, this thing is pretty sweet. This thing was notorious for having the huge amount of body roll. I mean, this thing was wildly, like, the suspension was just all over the place. So I mean, I think it's pretty accurate. From experience, this thing would roll like crazy. But yeah, just a quick little recap of this thing. Pretty neat car. You know, kind of like a time capsule, I would say. All right, the next vehicle we're looking at is it's a little different. You know, I think definitely the Home Depot oh, I've gotten it stuck. Great. It's definitely the Home Depot special on this one. It is the ETK Gambler 500 shed box. I think that's what they're calling it. I don't really get what the ETK is because its interior kind of looks like a Bastion to me. But hey, man, I'm not going to complain. There's definitely is a house back there. Can I open the hood? Oh my gosh. Oh, all these doors open, dude. This thing is super well built. Yeah, that's just like a V8. The ETK definitely doesn't have a V8. Is there a hot tub in there? What's going on? Yo, this thing is actually crazy. We need to crash this thing. Let's hop out. Can we actually go in there? Oh no, that thing is actually really low. That's not a hot tub, is it? No, I guess it's just what houses the suspension and whatnots. It's rear-wheel drive for sure. This is pretty neat, man. I think this definitely doesn't feel like an ETK. Let's read the mod page. Okay, let's see what the lore is behind this thing. So Gambler 500, the life fastest shed. Gambler 500 ETK 800, the DIY shed box. This looks like the new container to the fastest, and Splinter is. It weighs twice as much as a normal ETK, so it's super heavy. That's lovely. That's what you want for those aerodynamics. Dude, this thing is actually pretty neat, man. I don't see the ETK interior. Oh, I guess I do see it now. I kind of like it. It's decent. This thing is actually pretty amazing. How it must be super heavy, like the modder said. Let's just go as fast as we can. We're gonna crash this thing. This thing is pretty detailed, so we're gonna see how it crashes. All right, 3, 2. Oh, this thing is built really well, actually. Is that a metal frame? Oh yeah, the frame is metal. Wow. Okay, we're gonna do a head-on collision. 65 miles an hour. Yeah, this metal frame is actually pretty strong. It's crazy how detailed this thing is, too. Okay, and then the last one, we'll do a from the side impact. So we'll just lock this down. Okay, here comes the ball. Not bad. We're gonna do it one more time. Okay, ball is launched. This thing is super detailed. Ooh, right on the axle. That is amazing. Well, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. All the mods will be down in the description below. And yeah, can we get this video to 50 likes? That would be amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.